Alright, we just had a server restart. There's a solo, I think, here. He's going to pop up in 10 seconds. And there's a trio here. So we're going to see how this plays out. But it's midnight. Well, technically it's 5 minutes into the 7th of April. There's Claymore. Alright, so they're further from each other than I thought, but let's see this play out. So, server restart at midnight, and everybody logged back in, so regardless of where these people's time zones are, they're clearly wanting to play for a while longer. So I'm going to expect... So Claymore has been moving his way towards these guys, which is east-southeast. And these guys have been making their way along the coast west, which now will be northwest because of where the coast is. So this is north. Let me check the map. This is the town of Mittermühle, Mittermuhle, which is southeast of the popular Oberlieten and southwest of Gstaad Friedspark on the Chiemsee map. So this is going to be a long story, but I like that. Let's see what happens. We're going to watch these guys PvE for a little bit. I've got my admin map open, so I'll know if anybody else pops up within, I don't know, like 1,500 meters. He's got brassies on. Looks like it. No, he doesn't. I've never seen anyone base in here. I mean, the houses are destroyed, so partially understandable. This was a pretty cool sight, first time I saw it. So this is barricaded. You can't get in there. You see the tractor has it like sealed. And then you look inside and they just barricaded a bunch of people, which I would assume they were alive if they barricaded it. They did that to the other building as well. Pretty crazy, the story the map tells. Uh-oh. I'm not sure Doc Roth is with Claymore. We'll find out right now. Alright, so I feel better about this. It's a duo and a trio. Let's get a weapon check. So, looks like Tundra and AK-74 with a mag. This is the new SVD and, what is that, a USG-45 or an MP5? Or SG-5K, I should say. Okay, good deal. Weapon check on these guys. I mean, those two guys are geared. We're going to call that geared. These guys are not as geared. I want to say BK-18. I could be wrong. They're moving pretty fast. Double barrel, and in his hand is... I don't know. I gotta wait for these guys to stop. That's another BK-18 and AK-74U. Okay, so I don't think they're guessing, but these tanks have 2 or 3 pieces of mill gear on them. So we're gonna search these tanks. They are on the way. 720 meters. $680. I'm gonna guess here because I've been watching them for a long time, but they're very complacent about. And it's not their fault. It's the fact that there's 13 people on. Plays like 26 because Chiemsee's half the size of official maps. But they're just kind of doing their own thing. They're reckless at killing Zeds. Look at that. Look. Bro got knocked. Like 3 guys should never get knocked by Zeds. South is at 73. He's fine, but that was unnecessary. They're just running next to each other. And sorry guys, if you're on our Discord when I tag you, I'm not trying to be rude, but this is for, 3,500 people that might watch. So they're being very complacent. They're making a decent amount of noise. Doesn't seem like there's any strategy. They're not saying, I'll take this one zombie. They're not kiting the zombies out, which is getting the attention of one and letting it come, killing it, and taking things slowly. There's not a person overwatching. They're just willy-nilly, just... Whoa. Oh, we got some madness in here. What is this even? I want these guys to get a move on and get into the city. My guess, because of the way that these guys are playing, is I know Doc Roth and Claymore. I believe Doc Roth and Claymore are going to hose these guys. We'll see, though. We will surely see. Let's do a stat check. So Carnage he's doing okay. He's going to need food relatively soon. Maybe 10 minutes. Chino, he's fine. No issues there. South, he's fine. No issues there. So, and then Doc Roth and Claymore. Doc Roth is going to need food in about 10 minutes, and then Claymore is fine. Piling up like this would not suggest, but they weren't doing it for long. If this duo and trio meet and they're friendly, I'm gonna be so mad. Guys out-gear the other guys. $650 meters. Running on the road. Everything takes extra time if you want to be better. You run into this tree line, and you run in the tree line while watching the road. You do not run on the road. This is another, outside of sheer luck, it'll be these guys that get seen or heard. not these guys hearing the duo. 425 meters. Yeah, the fact that these guys are not spread apart, they're going to be immediately recognized as a trio. So the other team will have a chance to make a plan. If these guys were spread out more, then maybe the other team would spot one of them and try to kill him right away, not realizing that it's a bigger group. Germans, tell me what that says. Das Reichit ihr mit. I'm not gonna do it. 300 meters. These boys are still in this house. This is perfect. They're taking their time. The call out's coming. So I don't think there's any Zeds here because the other team already killed them. Now, if these guys try to loot these apartments, I would say they're probably new. Now, if they desperately needed food, I would loot the apartments, but there's almost nothing there. This guy's separating. $70 meters. Military gear greed has set in. Captain is looting the apartments. Okay. $70 meters. The closest guy anyway. Excuse me, 51 meters. We don't have a window to the military. Zed bodies. They gotta be here. If there's no bodies, then there's actual Zeds. Oh my goodness. 23 meters. And more hears that. He's telling his buddy. Buddy, wake up. Heard that? There's no way. Claymore died to an M79 grenade. He killed himself. Doc Roth got one. Captain Carnage could have a crazy angle on him. Okay, Doc Roth got 2 of them. So Claymore Kyle knows exactly how to get back here. He'll be here in 10 minutes. Doc needs to be chill. Let's get a stats check. Doc is more or less okay. 67 health. That doesn't hinder you too much. He needs to chill. And let these de-aggro. Captain Carnage, the only one left of the trio, is 100 meters out. Captain's in barracks. Doc Roth locking this down. And Claymore Kyle is on the map. I told you 10 minutes he'd be back. So he's 1,500 meters away. Doc, be careful, dude. Just hold the stairs for your buddy. You know he's coming. If Doc catches you in that window, if Captain catches you in that window, it's going to suck. We'll check Claymore, how he's doing. He's good on food and water. He can get here. And that's all he wants to do is get here. So it doesn't look like the other guys respawned south in Chino. But I don't see that they logged out, or that they quit either. It's weird. Oh, Captain's coming. There you go, Doc. Hold them stairs. Keep disconnecting. Damn, I just missed it. Doc Roth killed Captain Carnage. They have all the time in the world. Why all 3 guys did the same mistake, I don't know. Like, they knew the guy had, the first guy died, hey, it is what it is. The second guy rushed the same stairs, knowing that he had a full AK. And then the third guy did the same thing again. That does not make sense. Now, I will say, I'm not right every time. Okay, but I did analyze the other trio's movements. I did say they were the ones that were going to be seen first. I did say that they were going to make plenty of mistakes, and I did say that Claymore and Doc Roth were going to clean them up. I did think one of them would die, and one of them did. And to be honest, Doc Roth killing these 3 guys, or him and Claymore killing these 3 guys, they really shouldn't have been able to do this. In the sense that holding a building usually gets you killed, but rushing it under geared gets you killed even more. So this was just a bad set of decisions. So I'm going to wait for just to see the ending. I'm gonna. There's no other players here. They didn't hear the shots. There's nobody within like 5,000 meters. I'm gonna wait for Claymore to come back because what I believe is going to happen is I believe Doc is gonna go just past these bodies on the ground floor and hold it while Claymore re-gears. So that would be the best approach. So, well, actually his body's up here, so. So Doc Roth should be protecting the re-gear, but he's not. He should still be holding the stairs. All right, so trio. I mean, you guys were gonna die eventually. Only because you're running on the road, you're being loud, you're being careless, you have no strategy, you're just running, and maybe that's the way you guys play. Maybe you're just doing that because I've seen you play for several hours today and nothing happened, so you got complacent, which I understand. But that's a lot of mistakes. That's what's got you killed. When one of you got killed, you could have held, you could have taken angles on the window knowing that the enemy's in that one building and can't get out. You could have done a lot of other things besides rush the same stairwell one at a time. So that's unfortunate that you made it so easy for these guys, but these guys are good. You know, they're not all-stars, but they're not bad, that's for sure. Said that in the beginning. So now Doc Roth is picking these guys apart. Normally I would check gear, but this is too close. I don't want to bump into them. So, but we saw them. They were freshies. These guys are geared. And now they're doing even better. That's that, gents.